Hey, so hi everyone. This is, well, just how the leaderboard of a match, a 1v1 match might look like before it begins. Um, this video, the idea of it is to sort of make like a second tutorial in a way on how to sprint and how to approach a 1v1 round, basically. One of these closed rounds um, that you can play in the Discord server. In the description, you can look for people there and you can ask for a round to be played and you can learn way more about the game like this. It puts you in a map like this. This is all made by the admin, so it's not something that can just be done all the time. Um, but you can ask for it, and yeah, it's done very often. As the 1v1 tournament has just happened now, as you're watching this, it should have ended not too long ago, and yeah, people are still wanting to play. So the thing here is the first minutes, like now, nothing really is happening. Um, so the the thing is, you just use this time to put the quick bar to yeah to put the quick bar or to make the settings that you want to see, like for example settings like the number of reports being 120 to make it more friendly in terms of viewing it. You can import the quick bar. You can hide these annoying options that normally appear by default. You can use all this time to do all of this, just a chill time before the round actually starts. And yeah, now it will begin, and now it begins. And so what the plan here is, well, now as you can see, the production goes back to normal, and well, everyone just plays this on two tabs. How it works is Farm Assistant on one tab, everything else on the other one. Keep press on this, you will just keep it running basically all the time. Um, Obviously, you need to click yourself and you need to hold the button, and yeah, that's kind of the plan. So here, there's a lot of people who started farming with 9, 7, 8. Around this area is when normally we start farming. I'll start with 8, for example, here. So I'll do this, and I will reload the page by clicking enter. I'll make more spears as soon as I can, and these things here that you see in my quick access bar, in my Chrome bar, are websites that I edit myself with these links here. The attack again with all troops. So this one will be Barbarian one. I will edit the link. And whenever I want to attack that barb again, for example now, I will just click this and reload it instead of going to the map again. And now I'll get the link for the other one, because there's two villages that are at the same distance, so I do it with two. This is a very specific thing for these matches. You can't really do this that specifically in random maps, because obviously you may not have two villages at the same distance and things like that. So the standard way to farm is just from the map, but this is way faster here because it's just saves you way much more time. Now I made the tribe, so I can make the offers private. I attacked barb 1, so now I will attack barb 2. But yeah, now as you can see, I can just go here, click that only tribe can see the offer, and then I don't have to click anything else. Otherwise, you would have to put a 2 in front of the number so that the ratio is 2. Okay, attacking again. Let's let's see. This is barb 2. No, this is barb 1, so we'll attack barb 2 now. And that's it. Yeah, you can see the difference on the coordinate here. Once I attack one village, the other time I attack the other. I was a bit too delayed here with making more troops, which means I will not be attacking with many and I will be behind. These small things make a lot of difference. That's what we should pay attention to. And I'm still in first. I don't know how. So let's attack barb 1. Did I attack barb 1 3 times? No. I attacked Barb 2 times. Shit like this happens. It's fine. It shouldn't, but it happens. So let's attack Barb 2 again. I upgraded one clay mine, not clay mine, one wood mine because in the beginning, as you can see, the deficit is always in wood. We will have a shortage of iron as well when we start going for LCAVs, but now is not the case yet, and we will always need wood because of the barracks units if you want to keep it the production non-stop. So yeah, as you can see now, I'm just using the B1, B2 there, up there, to consistently attack the barbs. And now I will switch the last time in B2, and then I will attack these other villages. So these other two, because if I attack these more, they will be empty. That is not something I want to happen. And now so I just go back to the map and farm normally. After these two, I will attack once again both of the other ones. Let's see how that goes. There's always something new you can learn and something different you can do. There isn't a set rule. So let's see the farm. I'm behind by 300, it's not a big deal. So, yeah, I will just attack B1 again. That was the one I attacked the longest ago. I also forgot to do something in the setting up things. Let me put a market offer. Okay. The logic here is whenever I have more wood, more clay, I upgrade the warehouse, and whenever I have more iron, I upgrade the market. That's the logic. And now I will attack this village. I'm doing very, very bad on spears. I should have way many more spears. Look, yeah, you can see I'm clearly behind because of a lack of spears. But at the same time, I committed a bit more resources to the wood mine. It's not terrible, but it's not ideal. So now I attack this one. This is all based on distance, by the way, these attacks. And the map might be different if you're playing one of these rounds. This is just sort of logic on how you should begin your farm in an N1. Just keep farming, keep collecting the ones that are closer, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So now I will start with 55 in these. And I will start using keypress on this tab. And sort by time. And now it's done. I trolled too hard. Look, my warehouse was full. That should never happen. Never ever. Now I switch to 60. The goal is always to farm with 60. There's a lot of people who farm differently, but I just go for 60 and start farming by time. And see, I'm trolling very hard, but I'm not even that behind. I should be way more behind though. So now, this is just standard. I'm clicking R to reload the page. This button here, you can assign a key to it. Normally, it is the button to go to the next village. But you can assign a key to it, and when you have one village, well, it obviously cannot go to the next village. But what it does is it instead reloads the page without you having to launch keepers again. So it's very useful. That is why I'm always clicking it, basically. I'm always clicking it and B at this time, which is the model I'm using to attack. So, yeah. And as you can see, by time makes it so things are not always empty. And now I will collect this one barb, because this one is the closest one out of these. As you can see, the times. It's 2 seconds earlier than the other ones. So we just collect it whenever it can be collected. And now it's full LCAV rush, as usual. As it is already being, as you can see, I've started setting it up. I have HQ10, this, and I have stable already. So now it's only a matter of researching, playing for just farm, and eventually we'll have this. I will actually put 2 more levels into clay mine because I kind of have a small deficit of it, and I do not want that to happen, obviously. And this is pretty much it. The logic is you always need to adapt to whatever is happening. So if you see, oh, not enough clay, you can upgrade a bit the clay mine. It's just a matter of logical arguments, basically. Like for example, when you will see me later with having a lot of iron, you will see me upgrading the stable, because upgrading the stable is a good way to use your iron, especially in Elcav, yeah. So that's pretty much it. It's a very logic based part of the game. You just see what's happening and you act um, with that knowledge. Nothing too innovative. It's only a matter of seeing what's happening, seeing what you need, and acting on it. That's basically it. So now I'm starting to farm with A, as you can see. A is 3 Elcavs, so I switched B as well to 30 spears and 1 Elcav for me to not have losses farming with spears, and for me to be able to farm with less spears so that I farm more resources in different villages. If I'm farming with more spears, I will obviously be focusing a lot on just farming a lot from a single village. But while splitting spears, you basically are diluting the power of loot, and you can loot a bit less, but over more villages, which is ideal here since my opponent is obviously going to be farming as well. That's the logic. Now just continuing the production. That's what you want to do in these rounds. You do not want to stop the production ever, of anything really. But ideally, in the beginning, it's fine if you miss the production of the HQ a bit. So don't stress it if you are playing one of these rounds and you cannot keep up the production of the HQ from the beginning. That's totally fine. So now I'm just collecting more barbs with this script. I collect more barbs when I see I don't have many more barbs in this side. Um, yeah, it's quite simple. Now I'm going until the end and I have like no more barbs. So it means I should collect. I already did though, so the new barbs will appear whenever the attack arrives on the other villages. I'm gonna upgrade the stable here because I have a lot of iron, as you can see. It's always a matter of using logic. If something happens, then you do something, basically. It's quite a simple concept. Let's go a bit more farm. And I will upgrade one more of warehouse because I think the warehouse is kinda small. And I don't want it to overflow ever. Because if it overflows, it means you are wasting resources. We'll put a bit more into mines. We'll make one more wood mine. Because this is not like a public round where there are infinite barbs and the players don't know how to farm. This is a match where you and your opponent are in the same map and you will be farming the same villages. So you need to adapt to it. You can't just ignore the fact that you will not have many resources. So you need to prepare for it and you need to collect more barbs. That's all. And when you have all of the barbs, you need to do something else different that I will do as well and you will see. Basically, I just activate the farming villages that you're already attacking option. So that's pretty much it. Here I'm just upgrading a bit more the mines. I just want to have consistent production before I start the next sort of stage of the sprint. Because for now, it's just the objective is to keep up the production on the stable and on the barracks. While I also upgrade it a bit. But yeah, now, as you can see, I already started putting HQ, and that's like the second stage of the sprint. At least after Elcav. Because more HQ means you will produce things faster. And that's exactly what you want. This is a speed. That's the point. And that will also allow you to then later on upgrade the barracks a bit faster than you would go for the workshop faster than you would do all of that. And as you can, as I've said in the beginning, I'm going to be playing this as standard as possible, which means I'm going to go for 1.2k spears approximately, and then I will go off. A lot of people play with different strategies. That's totally fine. I'm not saying you need to play like this. This is just the standard way. And yeah, you can follow it or not if you are playing one of these rounds. And obviously, if you're playing a public round as well, this is a great tutorial because it teaches you to just adapt. So we keep on producing. I will get more barbs. I do not yet have all of the barbs in the map. And the protection is going to end soon, so I need some spice, so I do not yet spied. I'll add one more iron mine because I have a bit of iron deficit, and I will add one more HQ. My goal in HQ here is to go 20. If you are playing a public round and you have more resources and you have less opponents, you can go way higher. You can go like 20, 25 sometimes even. It really depends on how many resources you have and how many resources you can spend on that. And if you have any opponent, you might want to play a bit more aggressive in the beginning and so go more for barracks and stable and not so much for HQ. It's all a matter of seeing what's happening and reacting to it. So now one more warehouse because I need it for the HQ. I also need farm, but farm is upgrading. So now what I will do is I will collect this for the dodge script. And I also need to set up the fake script, which I didn't because I'm dumb. This is something you also want to do while you're waiting, like in the beginning. So yeah. Saved. It's done. More production. You do not want to stop the production. And the farm again, look, starting to be full. So I'll just bump it up in the queue. And it's not going badly. Let's see the farm and compare. I'm ahead by 30k. That's not bad at all. And yeah, this is kind of how you get a lead, both in public rounds and obviously in these. You need to farm very well. But if you're playing against a really good opponent, the farm is not going to be what distinguishes you and him. So yeah, but this is the most consistent way to just outperform people. Just farm. And knowing what to build and when. And now I collected all of the barbs. So from there on, if the list keeps going until the end a lot, I will just switch to farming repeated attacks. You will see what option that is soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'm kind of just mixing a bit of stable and barracks and HQ because I don't want to stop upgrading the troop buildings because I obviously want troops. That's what we're here for. But I also want HQ. HQ doesn't give you any troop advantage, of course, but it makes you be able to upgrade things faster, which in the end gives you a troop advantage, basically. So that's it, it's just the scaling building. If you build HQ, you scale way better. If someone just builds HQ later on, they will have been way slower than you to get to that point. So farm. This is a bit bad because I left my farm be full, but it's fine. The farm will be upgraded before the queues end, so that's perfect. And now here I can try to go for a cheesy attack and try to see what he has until now. He might just defend as well, obviously. If not, if he does defend, that's totally fine. We have this report, same idea as in the beginning. Copy the link of the attack again with all troops. And this is the dodge button, so I will just put this here, and every time I click 4, it will prompt me to attack a barb. That is the farthest barb, basically. The one that is more far away. And I can just click enter and it will take the troops outside of my village. Bot protection. Just click. Bot protection is basically a part of the gameplay at this point. Let's confirm that I got all of the barbs. No, there's one that I didn't. Now I did. And so, as you can see, I'm starting to always go through every barb. So let's switch to distance and include barbs that I'm already attacking. Those are the options. Instead of farming with time, that you farm with in the beginning, to always go to the villages as much as possible and to not let them overflow. Here you don't really care about that, you just want to attack all of the villages. Especially, well, even if you're attacking them or not, it doesn't matter, you just really want to get the attacks in. And attack very often so that when they start to get empty, which is like now, as you can see, you're at least getting something and you're getting value out of your 3 Elcavs. So now, HQ to 20, that's done. It's minus one thing. Normally I can't always go for this, but look, let's see. The guy is like 200 points below me, so I can afford to do this. He's probably not farming as well as me, and I can just afford to go for the scaling option, which I am doing. But now it's time to go for troops. Go for troops, which means barracks and stable. Normally, the goal here before the smithy is 1510. That's the standard. You don't have to do this, obviously. You can go early, you can go later. Especially in public rounds, it really depends on what your plan is. But if you want to attack someone, which is what I want to do here, I want to attack my opponent and I want to win the match, you need rams. Don't attack without rams. If you attack without rams, you're suiciding, basically. Wall is way too strong, especially early on. And if your opponent has wall and you attack without rams, it's pretty much GG for you. Because then your opponent has L-Cavs, your opponent has Def, and you have basically nothing because you went for off too early. So, make rams if you attack. As you can see, this is just the standard. Still farming. If you have any doubts on how I farm, I just hold Q. I'm holding Q right now, just leaving my finger on the button. And when I see I have spears, I click B to attack with spears. It's gone. And now to reload the page, R, and that's all. And then, as you can see, I also, when I click something on this tab, I immediately click back on this one, so that I don't even ever remove my fingers from the Q button or the R. I'm always switching between R and B, basically. At least at this point. In the beginning, I need to like click both at the same time. At least for the way I play. So I don't even lift the fingers off the keyboard at this point. But every time I click here, for example, recruit, I quickly click here again. And that is what prompts it to continue attacking. Now obviously I'm look, I had to type. So I obviously can't hold Q and type at the same time. So as you saw, the production stopped for a bit. That the farm. That's totally normal. Because you obviously added the farm bot. But as you can see, every time I click here on the left tab, I click on the right tab. So as to prompt the key press to continue attacking. We also were not able to spy, which is annoying. But now, for example, you can easily notice that I'm clicking back every time I click on the left tab. A lot of people still message me and say I use farm bots or ask me for what bot I use. It's not a matter of bot, it's key press plus 2 tabs and fast clicks, really. So it's all a matter of practice. Send out the spears. This guy messaged me in the beginning. I don't have premium. Really? Oh my god. Let's give him some premium. Why is it not clicking? Uh, as you can see, I'm typing it so I can't farm. That's the most annoying thing. If you have to type. But I mean, this guy is playing without premium, so that's sad. Basically, I have no opponent. That's pretty sad. I mean, he's still above the other guys. He's not doing bad. Anyway, now we keep on going. Just farming now. I have queues, and now is the part where I can like chill for a bit. I have the Berex 15, stable 10. This is the standard build. This is so standard. HQ 20 into that, and then just um, just going for Smithy. Your goal is to go for rams like 300 spears before you want to stop. So for example, I wanted to stop at 1.2k. I go for rams or um, start going for Smithy when I have 900 spears, basically. It's kind of also the standard thing. It really all depends on what your objective is. My objective here is to attack, so that's what I am playing for. Let's put this here in between so that I can add this to queue and bump the farm down. And now research this. And now add a few more to queue. I'll leave it at 8, should be fine. And I'll start farming with 4 because I'm not being able to take everything outside. A lot of things still seem to be full. My opponent really isn't farming anything special. And after these spears, I will go for Vikings right away. But yeah, this is pretty much it. That's kind of the things you want to see. Just non-stop queues. Um, non-stop queues. A good amount of spears to defend, back times to do all of that. You can be a bit cheesy and go for off, but that's very risky. Because if you go for early off, you don't have the spears to defend yourself. And obviously you don't have the spears to farm with. As you can see, I just farmed with spears still. I'm still using them. They're not just sitting in my village. So they are a good amount of they are a big part of your farm. Not that big, sure, of course, compared to Elcaf, but they're significant for sure. And you don't want to just not go spears because Vikings have way less farming power. And now basically just barracks because I want Vikings and then eventually attack, and that's kind of game over. Or not. It depends. If the game goes on, we have to adapt. We have to maybe go def, maybe go off, and that's just a matter of reading what's happening and yeah, as I said before, just acting on what you see. I was not looking at my thing and I let the production stop. Don't do this ever. Don't stop production. Not efficient. And if you aren't efficient, you lose. That is the rule. um, but yeah, for 1v1s, at least N1, this is kind of it. When you get to this point, It's just a matter of continuing to be stable and to build up and to do all of that. And now it gets a bit more scuffed because my opponent is farming better now. He can, he's had the time to to get to the same amount of Elcavs as me, basically, or maybe a bit less, but it doesn't matter because we are all farming all of the barbs, so we're getting a similar amount of resources from the barbs at this point. I should not upgrade this. I do not need to upgrade that, but I need wood, as you can see, right? Wood is always the big thing, and then a bit of clay might be necessary, depending on what's happening. But yeah, definitely useful. And I will send him one attack here, still with spears, just to bait. This is a matter of fighting already. I need 6-1, not 6-17, 6-1. How do I know this? The spies are 2 units, 2 farm units, and 2 farm spies, I mean. Housing spies, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna switch to 5 quickly. And speed is 1, so my points 1.3 something k. I ignore the last 2 numbers and I see 13. 13 is 6 times 2 plus 1. So 6 times 2 is 6 spice, and the 1 is gonna be the spear. So that's pretty much how to manually calculate things. Or farm limit. Very easy. I need to go farm. Upgrade farm. As you can see, it's slow. Yeah. This is where it starts getting a bit scuffed because the advantage in farm becomes not enough. If you have an advantage in farm, of course. Because now, as I've mentioned as well, your opponent is farming as much as you, pretty much. And yeah, even though I'm ahead, it starts to be not enough for you to maintain a consistent advantage. So as you can see, is still behind, but not that behind. It evens out a bit. So that's why the initial sprint is so important. That's why I'm like annoyed that if I misclick something early. If you misclick something like now, I mean it's fine. Don't really lose much. But earlier you really don't want to miss things. We started this, I believe, at 11:10, something like that. Yeah, 30 minutes in, you should be looking to have at least 900k. Ideally, if you're doing a good game, and you can have. I'll just put this to have things in queue. You ideally want to have the 1 million between 30 and 33 minutes, basically. Depending on the match, if you're playing against a guy that is worse, maybe you can get it at 30. If you're playing against a guy that is better, maybe you can get it at 33. Later than that, it's a bit too much. Ideally, you would want to get it before that, basically. Let's send him a ram attack, just for him, just like to tell him that, oh, I have rams, I can attack you anytime. And then he will be scared. Let's see what it does to react to the ram attack. Let's see if he sends me a fake back. Let's see if he dodges because he thinks it might be real. Let's see. Let's see. This is a matter of still like studying the opponent, seeing what he does. As of right now, not much. Not much has been done at all. See the farm, still ahead. 1 million now at 32 minutes. It's a bit later than I would have liked, but it's fine. I missed some things, but still, I don't think this is being terrible. The initial sprint is really what matters, because then the rule is always the same. Keep production, upgrade things, and then eventually attack. You can go def, but as you can see, if I was going def at this point because I had a better sprint than him, it's kind of pointless now because it evened out. It evened out. I'm not out farming him that much. I'm farming a good amount, sure, but it's not that big of a difference for it to be sustainable for me to just go def and pray that his off does not kill me. So it's risky to just go def. That's why most of the people just go off here. And then it becomes like just a normal 1v1 skill-based fight, basically. But I'm kind of scared about this guy because I honestly don't know how he plays. Let's see if he has the things on. He does not have the things on, so I can't really take any information from that. Will be a matter of waiting. I have 90 rams. It's not too bad. I need to add something to queue, obviously, because I don't want to stop. And the wall is useful here. It's always useful because it takes a lot of time, really. Wall takes a lot of time to produce, and it spends your spice. Ooh, spy attack. If you see spy attack, you dodge everything besides the spice. It could be Elkav badly renamed, but let's say it's a spy attack. It was a spy attack, and I defended. Just 5 spies. Very interesting. I don't know why you would ever just send 5 spies randomly, but he has his reasons, probably. If I had dodged everything, he would have seen what I have outside. If he had sent more spies than I have in the village, and I left all my troops there, he would see everything I have in the village. So you dodge everything you dodge everything besides the spies, because if he sent like, I don't know, like 70 spies, for example, he would have more than me. So he would lose some, but he would see what I have inside of my village. And if I remove everything else besides the spies, he doesn't see anything but the spies. So he will not know exact quantities, he will not know anything. So yeah, I will switch to 6 because I'm not being able to remove all of the Alcavs from my village. And now I really have two choices here. I can attack now, and if he's deaf, I will lose some farm space, which would be fine. Or I can upgrade farm and suffer a bit. This farm upgrade is also like it's probably the hardest thing because yeah, as I've mentioned a lot of times before, the farm difference is not significant at all here anymore. So yeah, it's quite a lot of resources. It's a really hard upgrade, really hard upgrade. But I will do it for now, just because I don't know what he has and I don't know what to expect. If I knew he was off, I would go for an attack on him. But I don't know how this guy plays, so I can't just assume things. It's safer to do this. I have a lot of rams, and it's also obviously harder to continue producing like this. As you can see, I don't have 3-minute queues because I'm upgrading the barracks and stable, so everything goes faster. And I constantly am making rams as well, so it also makes me spend a lot of resources. It's a risky way. You need to consistently get resources, basically. It's not that easy, but it's rewarding. I really want to operate farm. My LCAF production is going to stop. This is really scuffed. I really don't like this situation. This farm upgrade is always very hard. At least now I should be fine for a bit. Now I'm just adding small things to the queue. This is the pain. The pain of farm to 23. But I have 130 rams. You know how much that is? It's ridiculous. If I attack him, I think I kill him no matter what, because of the number of rams. So I think that now I will just send him a real attack, honestly. Um, I won't send all of the Alcavs, obviously, because if I lose the attack, I yeah, I don't want to not have anything at home. So yeah, we'll see. Let's attack. Let's send 375. And let's see, 1 minute until it beats that. Now I just continue farming. Because if I don't, look, they can look at this. If I was first, I would have stopped farming. right? If I was first, I would have essentially stopped farming if I sent everything. And yeah, that's not something I want. This... I will upgrade wall now, because if he backtimes me, yeah, I want to have that done. So 57, the LCAV back time would be 35. He would have to send at 35 because it's 22 seconds. This is something I know. You would have to see this in a normal round. But for this round, that's the time. So I will send him an attack at like um, 30, 34, something like that. And then he will not be able to send me a LCAV back time. So let's see what happens to the attack. I lost. That luck is so annoying. That luck is very annoying. Let's see if the luck was different. Zero luck. Yeah, that would have killed pretty much everything. I don't think that's terrible for me, but it's not ideal either. So this makes everything way harder. And I had this amount of rams. Imagine if I didn't. Maybe I could have sent more Elcav and it would have gone through, but I would have also lost a lot of Elcav. So I don't know. It's a risky situation here. Yeah, I could have killed, but I would have lost a lot of things. So maybe this is probably the best case scenario, really. For that luck, which is so annoying, by the way. It's okay. See the number of spies. 56. I would like to know what level he has his barracks and those things on, so I will make a bit of that. And yeah, I can continue farming. Um, because I didn't lose all of my Elcavs, obviously. If I had attacked with everything, I would be in a really bad position. This is more of a logic of fighting um, part now. There's not much in terms of building. He obviously didn't touch that. And this gets in a really strange position for me now, because now I'm obligated to upgrade mines. That's just life. But at least, look, I don't have to worry about upgrading farm. Neither does he now, to be honest. And he is in a def advantage, because he has def for sure still. And he still has Elcavs, like all of them. But I will assume that I have more Elcavs than him, because my stable is pretty high, actually. Um, Normally I would never have my stable this high. I would have it at like 11, maybe 10. You can see this in other videos as well. So I will say it's not a terrible attack. Could be better for sure. But for now it will have to do. Actually, let's see. I think he gets an advantage in terms of, yeah, resources spent. And even in farm. So this is not ideal at all. It really depends on how high his barracks is. Because if he can sustain this, it's good for him. If not, I will sustain my production and I will attack him again soon and yeah. But I need rams now, again. He had wall at 14 only. Imagine if he had the wall higher. That would have been devastating. All of the 1v1 still going. Um, but yeah, the sprint part, that's fully done. Now it's just a part of adapting, and you can maybe watch this to get an idea of how you should adapt to different things and how you should behave. Um, One thing that I don't know and I should look for. It's hard to do this alone. While I'm in a call with Kazal, it's easier. But I don't know about what he's building now. He could be going for level 15. Um, how's it called? Smithy and go for HCAVs, which is not something I want to see happen for sure. HCAVs are really strong. I can switch to farming with 5 because I lost some LCAVs. But yeah, as you can see, now mine's just sustaining the production. When I can, I will upgrade barracks again, but if I can't, I can't. I'll send a fake, but with 130 spies, actually. And I will make some more spies in case he tries to spy back. Because he will not know what this attack is, he will think it's just a standard ram attack or a fake. So, I'll just send the spies there. Why not? But he could counterattack in terms of spies, so that's why I'm making the spies. He sends one attack, ram attack as well. That's interesting. It's very interesting. He's going for off, as we saw. We saw he had some Vikings, or axes, however you want to call them. Um, not that many, but some for sure. And he doesn't have much depth left, so still, I would say we're very similar in terms of troops, at least in terms of off. And in terms of depth, I have more than him. He has 400 spears and 200 um, swords. Yeah, swords. So yeah, this is a very resource-intensive strategy, but it works. I think I will defend here, regardless. Oh, we dodged the death. That's big. That's pretty big. So what I will do is I'll dodge everything. I will attack him with what I have, and I will dodge everything besides the spies as usual. And this should be a real attack. It was not. It was not. This could be a spy attack though. We just dodge this. This is bad because he sees what I have, but I kind of misplayed. I need to cancel these two. Yeah. And they saw what I have outside as well. That's badly played by me. I panicked and I dodged everything because I thought this was real. Because I spied him and I saw he didn't have any def at home. So I kinda panicked. But now I need to keep going. I can't stop farming or producing or doing any of that. Because he might be doing that. So yeah, I need to get advantages like this. One more fake. Let's see, did he dodge the... No, he didn't dodge the spears. So, to be fair, I think we could try to attack him again here. I think we should... I think I should look into that possibility. Maybe next attack. And then I will calculate the anti-back time as well. Wait, did I hit him? I did. That's not bad for me. So, the back time to my village would be 43, so he would have to send at 21. So 21. I will send one attack at... Oh, that's too late. Fuck. Fuck. That's really late. He can backtime me for sure with Elkav. I'm honestly not too worried because my wall is very high. We'll see if he does it or not. It doesn't seem like it. And I lose 125 Elkav, so I will cancel this. I will let those go. We'll send another big spy attack. Just 100. No, not 10. 100. Because I killed his 40 spies or whatever it was. But yeah, as you can see, I'm farming way more now. At least you can feel it. I have way more resources. I'm upgrading things and keeping up the production. And why is this? Because he's moving troops. He's keeping himself. I'm keeping him occupied basically. Okay, his wall is at 10, so I attack him again here. There's no chance I don't attack him here. So I attack. Let's do this to 50. Sure. I do not have that many rams. As you can see, rams are not easy to keep up. The resources are not infinite, obviously. So yeah, let's just add the resource mine. Wall is going to 18. That is a lot. That is a lot. This is a ram attack. I will stop producing the off. That will go for a bit of this and this. This is the logic. I'm attacking now. And high wall, I'm gonna defend. If he backtimes me, I defend. Basically, that's it. It's a very Simple idea. Send him another fake. And continue to farm. I will defend this. This could be risky to defend, but I will. The back time of this would be to send at 19. Or am I wrong? I could be wrong. This is another ram attack. I can afford to go one of that. It went through. Let's pressure him with that attack. He has the def though, so yeah, but at least his wall is not too high. And let's see what happens in these attacks. I'll just keep the troops here. And nothing happened. Oh! Just add on the production. This is a back time, I believe. Is it? 32, 31. No, it's not. But I will defend, regardless, because no ram on the attack. And that is advantageous for me. I have 18 wall. No, that was... Holy shit! He loses everything there, though. So I will dodge this and I will backtime this. 0, 0, 11. 0, 0, 11. As we had seen, that's not a real backtime. 0, 0, 11. It was LCAV only. 0, 0, 11. This is a really big attack by me. I don't think I lose it because his wall was low. 0, 0, 11. So I do this and then I do this. And it should be game over for him. It should be game over. Because he did not have a lot of def. I lost all of my def there though on my wall, but it stacked well. This is not too bad for me. Where was the report? This. His luck, if he had minus 19 luck like I did when I attacked him, he would be dead for sure. Let's see. Yeah, not a fair game, but whatever. You need to work around that, and yeah, shit happens in terms of luck. And I lose my Elcavs, but I do kill most of his troops. So this is really scuffed, honestly. Really scuffed. But I'm making def, and he's attacking me again. I don't know about that attack, honestly. Let's produce this. I will defend that attack. I don't know if it's spies or if it's... But yeah, we both have like 0 troops now. This is really scary. Yeah, it was spy. We both have 0 troops. And he's dead. Wall is dead. At least I still have the Vikings. That's really good for pressure. I can just keep pressuring him while I rebuild now. And now I will switch to farming with 4 because this is... I will switch off the losses. And I don't even think he can be farming anymore. He doesn't have a lot of Elcavs at all. I mean, I don't either, but... This is probably the most close 1v1 I've ever played. He still has some troops, yeah. But he has no Rams or Vikings. So I can pressure him a lot here. While I build def. I need to build def. Because as you can see... Can you see? Yeah. You can see. He's building off. So... Yeah, I need the def. Let's put wall. Bro, I backtime you and you dodge. You backtimed in the wrong time. I would have actually lost that, I believe. If he hit that backtime correctly. Yeah. For sure. That would be devastating to lose there. It could happen though. Let's see. Oh, he has so much defense bash points. That minus 18 luck, or whatever it was, that's so devastating in the beginning. That's why he has a lot more offensive troops destroyed in defense than I destroyed in defense. As you saw in the number of farm units and the resources spent, that first attack was not good for me. But sometimes luck just doesn't go your way, I guess. He doesn't know he backtimed 1 second too early. I saw that clearly and I took advantage of it, obviously. This guy did not play bad at all. That early death is really annoying. He sent at 31. Did he? I guess the script renamed it wrong. He did send at 31, but the reality is that the attack did come back at 32. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Script's fault, I guess. But yeah, is he giving up though? I don't know. But I will continue to pressure him. And actually, let's see. I have not seen yet. His barracks were at 20. That is really high. Because he didn't rush his HQ as much, I guess that's fine. And he didn't have stable as high. But me having an Elcav advantage really helped there, so yeah, I think that's worth. Still, that's a really good barracks level by him. That's why he had so much stuff. But now he's also struggling to rebuild because he doesn't have as much stable, so I don't know. He's even still playing though. I don't know. Just upgrading mines. Just playing for sustain now. And I can always clear him with those troops. Is this a ram on ram? 46. No, it's not a ram on ram. See, he keeps missing the times. 47. So 25. Is it axe? No, it's spy. 25. Oops, that's too late. Is he gonna try to spy to see if he can backtime? I think so. I will not tell him what troops I have, obviously. He is indeed going for off, which is... I don't know, honestly. That's a bit too risky for him to continue to go off. Because I'm just going death. I don't think he can break my death. Yeah, it's a very low risk for me. And I now need to worry about sending the attack in very early milliseconds. Or else he will ram on ram me, basically. He knows what I'm doing, so yeah. And I need wall, obviously. At least one more. What's this? Ram? Okay. That's fine. I'll send on early milliseconds. So, let's see. That is 120. I'm fine with that. I mean, it's risky for him to try to ram and ram that. He could do it, but... Yeah, these guys are really accurate with their timings. I don't know, some temper script maybe, but who cares? He's gonna try to spy again, right? I'll just put the spies in front in the queue. These Romanians are hard to deal with, not gonna lie. Let's see. Just a fake. With 64 spies, of course, I knew it. Is this a ram on ram? 128, 25, 25. So when was my attack? 120. What? This makes no sense. This this makes no sense at all. That is so strange. I think I defend, though, but still very strange. I'll keep all of the troops at home. Who cares? The Alcav can be a good defensive unit here. I'll keep some Alcavs outside, just fun. But yeah. That's a really suspicious attack, honestly. This time. Like, what is this? If he's playing legally, this is a bug, for sure. Like, what is that? But yeah, my high wall plus making death wins the game. And of course, he has like no Elcav, so. I mean, he did have more. I don't know why he didn't send all. Let's attack him again then. I don't know if he's still playing, but after that, I think it's time to say bye bye for him. Very interesting match, honestly. Very, very interesting. And he defended. And my luck again. Really annoying. But now he is very behind in points. And that's why I keep doing this. I keep upgrading things. Because that's what gives me the advantage here. And I can go for off now again. But yeah, I'm not even sure this guy has stopped playing yet. So I'll just keep going, obviously. But yeah, really, really close match. Probably my closest match until now. But the thing is, my upgrading mines now and all of that is being very safe and consistent compared to what he's doing. He went off there to try to ram on ram. It's just not safe at all. It's like it's the risky play that can win you games for sure, but it's not consistent or reliable, I would say. Let's attack again. This could be a bad attack, but we'll see. My Beric's at the same level as it is now, though. That's not too bad. Send him a fake after to try to spy. Try to find what he's doing. Everything seems to be full in terms of farm, so maybe he stopped. I'm obviously never gonna be first again because Kazal is going up in points and still playing even though we won, so. Very interesting match. Way longer than I expected. Really, I'm curious if that's just a game bug because the possibilities there is he could have just backtimed, sniped, and then sent the attack after. Yeah, you see this? He has no more def. Time to spam. No more def equals time to spam. 100%. And time for me to go def, obviously. And well. He has to keep everything outside, or else he will lose things slowly. Come on, give me more. Okay. I'll upgrade stable because I have way too much iron. Logic is still the same. The build up always. I also want to go for just catapults here. I want to catapult his barracks. It's way too scary to have him with barracks this high. What is this? No. Okay. But I obviously need to farm, so. I'm getting some troops there, but nothing too much. See if he's upgrading wall. He's not. He's completely given up in making def. But yeah, as you can see, he's at this point, I don't know if he's producing troops. He's surely not producing things in the HQ. He just can't keep up. I'm attacking him every time. And this is how I get the advantage here. He has so many less points compared to me. Yeah, 1.9k. So even if he's playing, it really doesn't matter. The round is gonna end in 15 minutes. Just a matter of getting bored or not at this point, basically. When he gets bored, it's GG. He's making no def, so I can just do this and spam him. It's just a consequence for his actions, I guess. If he was going def, he could potentially hold, but he can't. I got something. Some Elcavs. Not bad. We'll take it. But yeah, as you can see, he hasn't made many more troops since then. Because he can't. Just under pressure every time. Farm with more. And I can go HQ here. Just to cement the advantage in terms of points. And he's losing troops slowly. This is a GG. I don't know why he hasn't stopped yet. He can't move at this point. My wall is 17. If he tries to do something, he just dies. And he's just slowly losing troops. And that will be the end of this match. Finally. Because holy shit, this took time. Let's see the wall. Is he upgrading wall? No, not yet. He's just slowly losing everything. He keeps farming. But that will just leads to him dying. He has to do something, but if he does something, I defend. So he's just stuck in this position because he has no death. So he started the round playing death, and now he doesn't even adapt and make death now. It's a very, very strange player, to be honest. But yeah, that's kind of it. In these points where... oh, I lost an attack. He defended. Lol. I think he just gave up. But yeah, in these points where you kind of win the fight and the trade, you just need to keep pressuring, and it will eventually be over like it is now. Because he committed the mistake of not having death. And then obviously he can't resist this pressure. And it's GG. That was a really good match, honestly. That was way closer than I expected it would be. Especially after that first attack that I sent. It was so scuffed. The fact that the luck was so bad. If the luck was better, it would have been fairly okay, really. But yeah, I got screwed by luck. And, well, overall it went better than I would have expected. So that's kind of it. That's kind of it, guys. That's kind of it for the video. And yeah, I really hope you did enjoy it. I really hope it was helpful for you to learn more about 1v1s and the logic behind it. And really just to sprint better, because if you are playing in just a standard round and you want to focus on attacking someone, or you're just playing to attack people and not to necessarily win, that's kind of the logic you have to follow, with a bit more adapting or less depending on the resources and all of that, because look at the levels of the mines, yeah, and all of that is kind of necessary here because yeah, this is a different environment. But this, I think, can help you make your decisions, and just tell you what you should be looking forward to when you're playing just any N1 round, really. This is a really good video, I would say. With hand. What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. Anyway, I will leave this. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any doubts, comment on the video, or even better, just join the Discord in the description. Literally anyone can help you. There's so many people now in the group, and everyone is always available to answer any question that you may have. And yeah, can play with us. Can play with us one of these rounds. Everyone is welcome. Just need to be in the Discord server, and yeah, like the video. I don't say this ever, but whatever. Just do it. Why not? Doesn't take you any time. Subscribe if you're watching this until now. I don't know why you would, but if you are, then well, you really should subscribe, because means you enjoy this shit. And if you do, well, you're just like me, and you should be a part of this. And yeah, I will see you on the Discord group if you join. And yeah, that's it for now. See ya. I hope you enjoyed.